Yo, 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 it's your girl, London Taj, and we are here live at the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Who do I have here with me today?
Man, it's Big Homie Doe, Big Doe, Joliet Doe, Arlen.
I was talking to you earlier, and I want to get into this whole space and place.
Mm-hmm.
We are at the Pentagon, correct?
Correct.
Inside of the Rip the Mic Studios.
Well, Rip the Mic is inside of the Pentagon.
Rip the Mic is inside of the Pentagon.
Correct.
So, what did it take? I asked you this, and I really feel like the audience needs to know. What does it take to get to the point from becoming an independent artist like yourself to being able to have a Pentagon full of a variety of services, by the way?
First, you gotta have vision. You gotta have a vision. You gotta believe that you can do it and make that vision happen. And then you gotta have determination to drive you to complete all those tasks that you got.
Where did your determination come from?
I have to say that most of my determination came from my family, because my family wasn't a big supporter of me doing music. So they was like more on to get a job, and that's bullshit what you're doing and that. So the more they would short what I was trying to do, the more it make me want to go harder at doing the music and stuff like that. So I just kept on doing it after that. Then after that, it was just like I gotta find different things to motivate me. You know what I mean? I look for people to say I can't do something, and that motivates me to do it. I don't like being like in a comfortable space where everybody be like, "Oh, you that dude, you him." And I feel like you get complacent when you in that situation. So I like to be challenged at all times.
How do you go about forming a proper team to help you as you're continuing to expand?
Man, that's probably one of the hardest things to do, is form a team, because I'm not from here. So being from a different place, I came down here with my family, and that's all I have. So majority of this core of what started Rip the Mic and everything that I'm doing with the media side has been me and my son. You know what I mean? So a lot of this was a two-man operation for a long time. And then once we opened up this building and my partner jumped in with me, and we still do a lot of the work ourselves and adding different people in, my solid core people that I got. But like Ray and Ace, they've been around for a couple years, and I had to vet. But people come and people go, just like in any business. You know, we try not to have a high turnover rate, but you know, everybody come with different things, and you got to go through a lot of different people in business to find your solid core of people that understand your vision, understand where you're trying to go with with your company, your brand, and that takes time.
What do you think makes Atlanta a great place to grow in the industry?
This is Atlanta promotes, the city itself promotes business, not just black business, but business in general. So I think this is a great place to come to. If you are inspired to be an entrepreneur, this is a place that you can run into different entrepreneurs, and people will tell you different game and different knowledge that is available here that wasn't available in different places that I lived before.
What did it take to be able to make the connections being from somewhere else? Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Joliet, Illinois.
Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah, it's like,
How far is that from Peoria?
it's about 2 hours from Peoria. It's more Chicagoland area. Like, I'm 30 minutes from south suburbs, Chicago.
Okay.
Type stuff.
So what did it take to be able to come from there and here and make those connections and network to get to the point where you're at? Because this right here, I'm sorry if I seem overwhelmed, y'all, but you all need to see this entire studio to get the full effect of what's really going on here and why it's so powerful.
Well, I started as a on this run down here. I started throwing showcases and events. So that really got me tagged in with a lot of artists, and I had a formula that I would use, and that formula did well for me. And in throwing those shows, I threw events out here for like 4 or 5 years straight, every week. And with that, I was able to generate. I was able to generate a good database of artists. So when I decided to stop throwing shows and started getting into um, podcasting or doing the cameras or all the other things that I'm into, it was easy to transfer that with that system that I had to change from coming to a show to come to a Rip the Mic, come to a content party, come to the nightclub, come to whatever I got going on. So it's marketing and promotion is definitely the key.
What made you wanna, or gave you the courage to transition from just focusing on yourself as an artist and branch out into yourself as an entrepreneur?
Um, well, I had put a lot of years into being an artist, and when those years, Father Time gonna catch up to you. So being an artist is pretty much a young man's game, and I spent so many years being an artist and really not making any revenue. You don't. I don't know about everybody else. My story, I didn't make as much as I put into it. You understand what I'm saying? It was always a loss. It was great because people would say, "Oh yeah, you graded." You this, that, and the other, and the accolades were plenty. I got plenty of accolades, but it never made enough sense to where, I could feed my family or live a life off of what I was doing with music until I stopped rapping. And when I stopped rapping, I'm like, okay, well, damn, I got all this knowledge of all these things that I've done in these years that I was rapping. What I'm gonna do? Am I gonna just quit? Am I just gonna start working? Am I just gonna yada yada yada? And I did that when I started my family. I stopped all of that and was trying to do the family man thing, but it didn't work out with that situation. So I was just like lost. Like I was just smoking weed and playing 2K all day. I was like, fuck, I gotta do something. So I started rapping again, and that led to getting a studio, and I figured out how to do everything myself, record myself, shoot my own videos. Then when I learned how to throw shows, and I can get a lot of money throwing shows, I focused on where the money was at. And I was like, "Gee, I made $2,500 tonight throwing a show. I didn't make $2,500 in 7 years of rapping. Cause I come from the CD passing out era, you know what I mean? So money wasn't, and then I come from a small town too, where people ain't really trying to support you. You right here with us. What the hell I'm gonna do? So I moved out of Atlanta, and then when I got down here, I just took that. I brought that drive and determination down here, and it let me understand that shit, I could do anything. Once I got successful at one thing, which was promoting, I was like, shit, if I could do that, I could do whatever. And I just tried my hand at different shit, and it's just been working.
So would you say the working as a promoter gave you more insight into what you needed to become what you are now?
Yeah.
Because you are so much, you're larger than life, man. Do you know that? Has anybody told
really.
you that?
No.
Yes. Well, yeah.
But it seems that way. It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's still.
Like to someone who, I'm from Georgia, so to someone who's from a small town in Georgia, who grew up watching a lot of artists from Atlanta on TV and coming up later on in life and going to events and experiencing the event as just someone in attendance to now being behind the scenes. I know it's so many people out there that have no clue
What's going on?
that it's even possible that they can do that.
Yeah.
And to be here with you and talk with you to show them this is possible.
Yeah.
It's
been a dope. It's been a
it's
dope
going on
experience.
right now. This ain't something that was happening back in the 60s.
Yeah. No, it's
It's going
actually
on
been
in
a dope
2025.
experience, man. Like, you just really got. This is what I came here for. So it's like I gotta do it, and I don't do it because I like. A lot of this doesn't come from the necessity of having to do it. Like a lot of people, I feel like that's in the industry or in the music game, whether you making beats or whatever you provide, and they provide a service and then they get lost in providing a service so much that they want to live off of it. And then when they want to live off of it, when you living off of things, you do things desperately sometimes because you need to pay your rent, you need to feed your kids, you need to do this. So I believe that is the root of why people do a lot of scamming in this game, in the industry, and I really wasn't for that. So I have to always keep myself in a comfortable position in life in order to do the things that I love to do in the way that I want to do it. You know, because if ever I don't have one certain, if ever my back is against the wall, then I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to keep my situation straight. That's gonna lead me to saying, hey man, I got $100,000 Def Jam deal right here. Come everybody, give me $15,000, $20,000. I make the money and then run off for a week or two and then come back and do it again. You feel me? I don't want to live that kind of way. Some people is good. I'm not knocking nobody that does that, but I feel like as an artist, I always wanted to be pro artist, basically, and
Pro artist.
help artists understand what it took me years to understand.
Tonight, here at the Pentagon, could you explain what the Pentagon is? Because when I hear it, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is the Pentagon.
Yeah, so just like the Pentagon, that's a dope question. Just like the Pentagon in the United States, that's where like the Army, the Navy, you got all these branches of the military all in one building, and they control the world from that little spot right there. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much, I took that acronym to say the Pentagon is the same thing. Like we have a recording studio, podcasting, platforms, photography, management, whatever you need, all under one building. Then coupling it in with Hollywood ATL, we extend that to say we could throw shows, listening parties, album release parties. So, and then with us our location being centered into downtown Atlanta, it's just like what we call, we rolling out something called the ecosystem, where it can only, when you come see us, you shouldn't need to go see nothing else. You shouldn't need to go see nothing else.
That right there, that's a lot. Yeah. And you make it seem like it's just so, okay, this is every day. Every day, people ain't thinking like this and getting to this point. Yeah. This is, if you have not been to the Pentagon and come to do a Rip the Mic, you definitely need to tap in, because there's some real classic and historically epic moves being made by Big Homie Doe. Yeah. So what's the end game?
The end game?
Yeah, like what do you see the Pentagon like?
I don't know if I want to tell my end game right now.
Well, I figured you were going to say that. I kind of figured you were going to say that.
But I'll tell you something like this. We're working on something that hasn't been ever done before, which is like, I don't know if it has, but I haven't experienced it. I don't think nobody has, but what we got coming up in the future is definitely. But right now, it's all about the ecosystem, Hollywood ATL, Pentagon Studios. You know, we're going to get that off the ground first. And then once we get that where we need it to be, then we'll see what else we got under our sleeves. But stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It's your girl, London Taj, and you know what I'm going to tell you, right? Remember to keep those conversations classic.
Classic.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous because this is epic. For real. So? Like for real, no, for real. This is epic. You have to know that this is epic.
I mean,
that what you're doing is epic, and
I don't think we ever get a chance to sit back and kind of like be like, yo,